Kuriya, look, someone's painted your tree with white lime and color. So he is explaining. Kuriya peered ahead. He saw only a short distance and then everything was lost in a haze. But what he saw was this. Someone had used a coconut for sorcery and had buried it in the cremation ground. It had sprouted, cleft the earth and sprung up. He had plucked it from there and planted it in the corner of the Mari temple, saying, "Let it be here, at least as mine." It had grown in front of his eyes, sprouting leaves and shedding them, bearing scars on its body, like gayagalu body, where it had once borne leaves. See, we can compare this, like coconut plant to Amasa. ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅಮಾಸನು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದನೋ ತಂದು ಕುರಿಯಯ್ಯ ಸಾಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬಹುದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಬಿದ್ದಂತ ಒಂದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೈಕ್ ತಿಥಿ ಇವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಬಳಸಿದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಲೈಕ್ ಸಾರ್ಸರಿಯಿಂದ ಉಟ್ಕೊಂಡಂತ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಗಿಡ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು ಕ್ರಿಮೇಷನ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತಂದು ಅವನು ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾರಿಗುಡಿ ಪಕ್ಕ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ನೆಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು ಬೆಳೆದು ಈಗ ಅಷ್ಟು ಉದ್ದ ನಿಂತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ಡ್ ಮೆನಿ like struggles like Amasa athwa he himself. Even that coconut tree reflects his own life too. So adu ibrigu kuda enagutte anvaya agutte. Bearing scars on its body where it had once borne leaves. ಸೊ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ತೆಂಗಿನ ಗರಿ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಮೇಲ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ scars means that, but here it is metaphorically used to show the scars or struggles that he had in his life. ಅಥವಾ ಅಮಾಸನು ಕೂಡ ಇರಬಹುದೇನೋ, ನೋಡೋಣ. It had grown and taller, see, ages, and now stood fully grown like himself. ಸೊ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಅವನಷ್ಟೇ ವಯಸ್ಸಾದಂಗೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. As the festival days went by, relatives and friends from around started descending one by one on the village. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರೇ ಬರೋಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರು. As usual, they would first visit the Mari temple and then go about their business. ಗೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸಮ್ ವುಡ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ದೇರ್ ಟು ಗಾಸಿಪ್. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅವನ್ ಮಗಳು ಹೀಗ್ ಮಾಡದ್ಲಂತೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆ ಚಂದ್ರಣ್ಣ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆ ರಾಮಣ್ಣ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಮ್ಮೂರ್ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಆಯ್ತು. ಲೈಕ್ people used to gossip after they meet, after a long time they meet their people. So it happens, that is usual. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. All the old scandals from the various villages would be dug up and updated. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನಾಯ್ತು ಇದೇನಾಯ್ತು ಇವನೇನಾದ್ರು, ಲೈಕ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. While all this was going on in the yard, Basanna was warming up the drum over straw fire and turning it. A bunch of kids were jumping around him like an army of monkeys. Amasa was one among them. As Basanna raised the drum on his chest and beat it, its sound rang through. Chad chad nukkan, chad chad, like that drum, tamte ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸೌಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಅವನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಈಗ ತಮಟೆ ಬಾರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅಮಾಸ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಳು ಕೂಡ ಕುಣಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಚಂಗ್ 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 ನಕಣ ಅಂತ ಆ ತರ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಗಾಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಫೋರ್ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಿಲೇಜ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಅದು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಧ್ವನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Unable to resist, the kids around him started to dance. Basanna was inspired too and started to dance along with them, beating this drum, dung 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 chakki, like that. ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. The kids danced like if you listen yourself, that music definitely triggers one to dance. Like it reminds me of my days. I don't know whether you can remember that. Basanna kept step ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಾರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. All of them falling over each other and those passing by. Heaven only knows who taught Amasa to dance, because he is an orphan and ಮಾರಿಗುಡಿಲ್ ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದಾನಲ್ವಾ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ತಾಳಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕ ಹಾಗೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. He was stepping out the best of all. We can see the resemblance between ಕುರಿಯಯ್ಯ and Amasa. ಕುರಿಯಯ್ಯ ಅವನು ಚಿಕ್ಕವನಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಅಮಾಸನಷ್ಟು ವಯಸ್ಸಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅವನು ಕೂಡ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಅವನನ್ನ ಕುರಿ ಸಾಕೊಳ್ಳಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹೊತ್ತೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಊಟವನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಒಂದೆರಡು ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅಮಾಸ ಕೂಡ ಈಗ ಸೇಮ್ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. Everyone watched him in amazement. By then the women too had gathered around to watch. Bangari just couldn't take her eyes off Amasa. So there is another character entered the scene, Bangari. As she watched him, she felt again a deep desire to have a child of her own in arms. Maybe she doesn't have any children. It had been 6 or 7 years since she had been married, but so far nothing had come to fruit. So like ಬಂಜೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ರೀತಿ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಮಕ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಮಾಸನ ನೋಡಿ, ಆ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹುಡುಗ ಕುಣಿತಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ನಂಗೂ ಮಕ್ಳಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಆಸೆ ಅವಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉಕ್ಕಿ ಬಂತು. ರೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ taunts, she had even slept around a bit. Yet nothing had borne fruit. She couldn't afford medicine men and things like that. She and her husband were too poor for that. ಸೊ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡಿದಾಳೆ, ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಮಕ್ಳಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಅಥವಾ ಜನರು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಲೈಕ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಂಜೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಆಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೀಳಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ women's predicament too. So in this patriarchal society, women too has to face all such obstacles in her life. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗಿ ಅವಳು ಸಂಸಾರವನ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು, ಸುಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಗಂಡನ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಕೆಲಸ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಡ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಸೊ ಅ ವುಮನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಫೇಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಬಂಗಾರಿ. While women like her were already old by their 30s. She's just 30, but at that time it is too much. She was one who could pass off for a new bride. Men who saw her couldn't help wanting her, means she is beautiful even if for a moment. Such was her bearing, and yet nothing had come to fruit. Things couldn't go on like this forever. For a long time, as the night set in, stones would start falling on her house, one after the other. Her husband would raise welts on her back and hide himself in the house. So out of the marriage she tried, and against her many men, it is ಡಾಮಿನೇಷನ್, ದಬ್ಬಾಳಿಕೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪೂರ್ ವುಮನ್. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹರ್ situation. I can't explain. The stones had since stopped falling and the people, ಅವಳ ಗಂಡ ಪುಕ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಅವಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಚ್ಚಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಹೋಗಿ ಎದುರಿಸುವಂತ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. The stones had since stopped falling and the people had begun to forget. Now in her eyes Amasa continued to dance. So ಅವಳ ಮೆಮೊರಿಯನ್ನು ಅವಳು ನೆನ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು. While all this was going on, 2 landlords dragged in 2 fatted goats. The crowds instantly split into 2. Children ran this way and that. The goats panicked at the beating drum and started to pull frantically. As the men holding them fluttered, 2 more joined in and holding on tight stood them in front of the Mari temple. ಮಾರಿ ಹಬ್ಬ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇದೆ, ಮರಿ ಕಡಿಯೋದು ಕುರಿ ಕಡಿಯೋದೇ ಅದರ ಏನು ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ 2 ಆಡುಗಳನ್ನ ತಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಕಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ದ ಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಡ್ ಡ್ರಮ್ ಬೀಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಡ್. ದ ಗೋಡ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಫ್ರೋಸನ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಐಸ್ ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೌಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳು ಇವಾಗ ಭಯ ಆಗಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಏನು ಆ ಸೌಂಡಿಗೆ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದೆ ಈಗ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. The temple stood in front of those goats. The silver deity shining through the open door means Mari, deity. From within billows of incense smoke wafted out. So ಗಂಧದ ಕಡ್ಡಿ ಹೊಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಗಮ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. A man wearing only a small piece of cloth between his waist and knees came out with holy water. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೂಜಾರಿ, ಕಚ್ಚೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ ಪೂಜಾರಿ. So he came with a holy water and a garland of flowers in his hands. He stood in front of the goats, closed his eyes and started to mumble. ಏನೋ ಮಂತ್ರ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. His dark body was covered with veins. They seemed to throb in time to his mumbling. He then cut the garland into 2 and tied them around the goats' necks. ಏನೋ ಕುರಿ ಕಡಿಯೋಕ್ ಮೊದ್ಲೇ ಏನೋ ಹಾರ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ಕುರಿ ಹಾರ ಹಾಕಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಡಿಗೆ ನಿಲ್ಸಿದ್ರು. Then he placed the loose flowers on their foreheads, sprinkled the holy water on their bodies, and joining his hands in prayer said, "If we have done anything wrong, please swallow it, mother, and accept this." See, all this description, in detailed description of Mari Habba gives us the cultural practices that old people or village people practice. We can't see such practices in city ಅಥವಾ urban areas. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಮಾಸ ಮತ್ತೆ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಕುರಿಯಯ್ಯ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಒಬ್ರನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ತೋರಿಸುವಂತ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಐಸೋಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕತ್ತಲಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಆ ಊರಿನ ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಬ್ಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಬ್ಬ ಹೇಗ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಖುಷಿ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಲೈಕ್ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಚರಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಇಟ್ ಹಿ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೆಡ್. ಹಿಸ್ ಶ್ರಿಲ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ, ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನ್ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ, ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಇದನ್ನ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀನ್ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಮ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇವನು ಕೂಡ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡಿನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಬೇಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ರೆತ್. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ರು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೇಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ರೆತ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎ ವೈಲ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಸ್ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಕುರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಆಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೂ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೀರ್ ಚುಮ್ಕಿಸ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಕತ್ತನ್ನ ಒದರಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕುರಿ ಕತ್ತು ಒದ್ರಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಐಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗೋಡ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ವರ್ ಟರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೌಂಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸಡನ್ ದ ಗೋಡ್ಸ್ quivered. The drumbeat rose again and drowned all other noise. The group moved on. A bunch of kids, including Amasa, ran behind it. The elders drove them away, but the kids returned the moment their backs were turned. The procession reached an open field. There, a well-built man stood casually by a tree stump, a knife in his hand, as everyone was otherwise occupied. Nobody noticed the kids who had once again crowded around. As 2 men, ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಸುತ್ತ ಈಗ ಪ್ರದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಅದು ಆಡುಗಳನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಡಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ರಿಚುವಲ್ is going on. As 2 men held the goats by their fore and hind legs, ಮುಂದೆಗಡೆ 2 ಹಿಂದೆಗಡೆ 2, and stretched out the necks on the stump. The man brought down the waiting knife and severed the heads from the bodies in one stroke. Kadde bitrappa. Someone poured holy water into the mouths of the severed heads. They gulped a couple of times and then closed shut. On the other side of the side, the bodies were writhing. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸತ್ತು ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ. By now the heads lay still, eyes turned upwards, blood spurted from the writhing bodies as they spun around, drenching the earth red with their blood. Some fellow shot into a middle and pulled from the goats' necks garlands of flowers dripping blood. So this goes on like this. So kuri kadiyodu ellavu kuda. Some others swallowed even his sleep. Amasa saw only this sight. So, several times that night Amasa sat up and frightened. Kuri kadiyodella ನೋಡಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಭಯ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. They kept the lamp burning all through the night. The outsiders slept all around the temple, curled up in their white shawls. That night the Mari temple was lit up. So this is how festival going on. Night ಆಯ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ದೂರದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Even Amasa is there. Everything is going on. That was also the night that railway gangman Siddappa. So one more character, Siddappa, had one too many. He had come with his belly full of spirit. It wasn't actually his fault. It was the spirit in him that played around with him that night. If he closed his eyes, a storm raged within him. So he staggered around, leaning on his stick, weaving aimlessly through the streets. When he came to a lamp post, he flew into a rage. He lashed out at it, kicking and flogging it with his stick. The fury of it shook the entire neighborhood. Not contented, he made it take on the role of the local politician, the contractor, his railway boss, or the money leader Madappa. Money lender Madappa, and yelled at it, "Bastard, you think you are a big shot just because you go around in white clothes? You hide your face when you see me. Forget us. We are loafers. We hang out on any street corner." He let out a long wail and wept, and then he continued with renewed vigor. See, so Siddappan ಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ದೇವರು ಬಂದಿದೆ. He is taking revenge on everyone that he hated. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಈಗ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ದಬ್ಬಾಳಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ನೋಡೋಣ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Don't vent your anger on me. Look at him, laugh at my words. Laugh away. It's your time to laugh. What else would you do but laugh? You are, after all, the one who uplifts the poor. Laugh. Let the communists come. They will put an end to your laughter. Till then you can laugh. So laugh. His laughter and shouts rose and fell, stumbled down the village street and whined through the cold, dark night. Unable to sleep through all this, Amasa woke up with a start every now and then. It must have gone on for a long while. Nobody quite knows when or where Siddappa finally fell. His laughter, his shouts died out. So he represents, or he is talking about the reformation indirectly, athwa he wants a reformation, and he is reflecting on the exploitation too. So we can see through the words of Siddappa. So ಈ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಡಾನ್ ಅಗೈನ್. ದ ವಿಲೇಜ್ spent the morning yawning. Every veranda was filled with people, but still there were many who had not woken up. So ಬೆಳಗಾಯಿತು. For instance, Siddappa. At noon, the tiger dancers arrived at the Mari temple. ಸೊ ಬೆಳಗಾಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಕ್ಲಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇನ್ನು ಎದ್ದೋಳೋರು ಎದ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎದ್ದಿಲ್ದಿರೋರು ಇನ್ನು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಸಿದ್ದಪ್ಪನೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಖತ್ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಮಾಡಿದಾನಲ್ಲ ದೇವ್ರು ಬಂದು, ಏನೋ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ದಬಾಳಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಒಂದು ಕೊನೆಗಾಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬೈದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಡಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವನು ಬಿದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ, ಇವಾಗ ಅವನು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಟೈಗರ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹುಲಿ ಆಟ ಆಡೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದ ಹೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಡ್ ದ ಹೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಹೌಸ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ coconuts and before Kuriaya could say yes, he had climbed the tree. See, he doesn't need any permission. ಕುರಿಯಯ್ಯ ಬೆಳೆಸಿರುವಂತ ಮರ ಅದು, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ಊರಿನ ನಾಯಕನ ಮನೆ ಆಳು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ತೆಂಗಿನಕಾಯಿ ಬೇಕಂತೆ ಅಂತ ಹತ್ತುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಪ್ಲಕ್ ದ coconuts and was gone back at the houses. The women had oiled and combed their hair, decked it with flowers and were running in and out. ಸೊ ಹಬ್ಬದ ತಯಾರಿನ ಮುಗಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ಹಬ್ಬ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. The young men teased the passing girls and were chided in turn. The drumbeat of the tiger dance drew everyone to the Mari temple. Everyone was eagerly awaiting the arrival of the tiger dancers. All of a sudden, the tiger's cage flew open. All eyes fell on it. A huge tiger leaped out, biting a lemon in his teeth. The startled crowd moved back and formed a circle around him. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಟೈಗರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೋಲಿಕೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತೆ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವನನ್ನ ಕೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ದಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ಅರೋಮಾ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಫಿಯರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೈಗರ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್. A few more tigers, Hena and the clown emerged one after the other. ಅವೇಶ ಧರಿಸಿರುವಂತವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಬ್ರಾಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Among them was a tiger cub too. After all of them had come out, they stood in a row, joined their hands in prayer to the deity and accepted the holy water. See, holy water is repeating. Let's see the significance of holy water. How it is the symbol of discrimination. So by sprinkling holy water, it is like by touching untouchables or something mean, it makes people pure. So that is what symbolically used here, holy water. The dance began immediately after. The hyena was the best of all and his costume fitted him perfectly. Remember the man who had sported the knife so casually at the sacrifice yesterday? So that is the one he is. It was the same man. The crowds would run away when he strode towards them, keeping step with the drum beat. Like in Mysore Dasra, you can see such clowns wearing different types of animals pictures like that. When the dance came down the street, women and children clambered up the parapet and watched it with their lives in their hands. The dancers had only to turn towards them and they would dash into their houses. So like that the dance was going on. So the dancers continued, enter the landlord's street and ಊರನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ and danced in front of the village hall. All the worthies, even the upper caste ones, like the headman and the priest, had gathered there to watch the dance. So they are upper class people. They made gifts to the dancers according to their status and expressed their appreciation. Long after night had fallen and the dance was long over, everyone in the village continued to see the dance and hear the drum beat. Those who fell asleep and closed their eyes, and the men, even as they undressed their wives saw only the tiger dance along with the drum beat, dangu 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 chiki, like that. The village headman, unable to sleep, came out for a stroll. The ಬಾಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುವಂತ ಕೆಲ್ಸದ ಆಳು. ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹಡ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರದ ಆಳವನು. ಸೊ ಹೂ ವಾಸ್ ಅವೇಕ್ saw him and stood up. The headman put a beady between his lips and struck a match. For a moment his face glowed red in the dark and flickered out. He gulped the smoke in silence for a while and then turned to the servant. The one who played the tiger cub. Whose boy is it? That's Amasa. So servant said, that's Amasa. Came the reply, who's Amasa? Enquired the headman. That's him, the orphan boy that lives there with Kuriyaya. Oh, that's him. The headman was astonished. My, when did he grow up so? Before his eyes, Amasa's tiger dance came dancing its many and wondrous dances. See, just like that old man, Amasa is representing, and Amasa is going to be the servant of that house, like just like that. So that is the future of Amasa is showing through this headman's words, that he is going to be one of the bond laborers, bond servants like that, and he has to work for them. So the characters like Amasa, Kuriyaya, and bond servant here are Siddhappa. They are all showing untouchability and marginalization and exploitation, everything. And the name, like a central figure of this story, Amasa, his name itself is showing kattale ಅಥವಾ leftover ಅಥವಾ not significant ಅಥವಾ is dark, and he represents untouchable community. So Amasa himself represents the deprived Dalit existence, pushed to the margins of the village, andre Marigudi, which is out of the village, struggling for food as an orphan and carrying the stigma of untouchability. So ಯಾಕೆ untouchability ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ತೋರಿಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಗ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ subtly they have, the writer has shown us. ಸೊ ಅವನು ಮೊನಾಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಲ್ ಬಾರಿಸಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೋಟವನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ untouchability practiced there, and they are not allowed to touch upper caste people's utensils or anything like that. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಮಾರಿ ಹಬ್ಬ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಕೂಡ, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅನ್ಟಚಬಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡಾರ್ಕ್, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಟಲ್ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ Amasa's name, not name and life reflect how Dalits are treated as remnants and waste and not useful, or not like that, but not important for this society, ಅಥವಾ they are remnants by caste society ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. His individual struggles mirrors the whole community's struggle. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ untouchables ಅಥವಾ untouched communities living a struggling life ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ by naming the story after him. Devanura Mahadeva dignifies the marginalized, placing them at the center of literature. So Amasa ಅನ್ನೋ ತನ್ನ ಹೆಸರನ್ನೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ, so he is raising voice behalf of the untouchables. So Amasa carries folk wisdom because he knows how to dance perfectly even without learning from anybody. Even Kuriyaya danced so well, and oral culture and resilience, and he fights for his life. He ತುಂಬಾ ಹತಾಶೆನ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲೂ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮೀನ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಕೀಳಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಈ ನೆವರ್ what to say, ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಅಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಅವನು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಅವನ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ನಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಯ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಈ ಶೋಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ನರೇಟಿವ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನ ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ Dalit writers bring forth. So even Kuriaya appears as another villager who, like Amasa, lives in poverty and neglect. He is neglected. Now he lives in outskirts of the village in Marigudi. His name Kuriaya. So Kuri ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಕುರಿ ತಲೆ ಅಳ್ಳಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಡ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ like it shows submissiveness ಟು ದಿ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಅಥವಾ ಅವನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮನೆ ಏನೋ ಸಾಹುಕಾರ ಬಂದು ನೀನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ, ನಿನ್ಗೊಂದು ಊಟ ಒಂದು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಂದ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕುರಿಕಾಯಿ ಅಂದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ದಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಸಿವ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಂಗರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಹಂಗರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫುಡ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪೂವರ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಸಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಟೈಡ್ ಟು ದೇರ್ ಲೇಬರ್. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಕೆಲಸದಿಂದ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಟೈಡ್ ಟು ದೇರ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಹರ್ಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಅದರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅವರನ್ನ ಮೇಯಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಸಟ್ಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಲೈಕ್ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು. ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಶೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಒನ್ ಹೂ ಫಾಲೋಸ್ ರುಟೀನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಡ್, ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, so Kuriaya embodies the section of the oppressed who internalize the subjugation and live silently within it. They don't raise their voice against upper caste people or exploitation. So ನಾವು ಮನುಷ್ಯರೇ, ನಮಗೂ ಜೀವನ ಇದೆ, ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ದಬ್ಬಾಳಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮಾತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ he accepted it as yes, they are upper caste people, they have rights to exploit us ಅನ್ನೋ ರೀತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದೇ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ ಅಂತ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತದ್ನ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕುರಿಯಯ್ಯನ್ ಮೂಲಕ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. His life warns us about how caste oppression kills the spirit of resistance by normalizing suffering. Okay, you belong to the lower class, you are untouchable, it is your fate, you have to experience that, you have to live that life ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ನಾರ್ಮಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕುರಿಯಯ್ಯನ್ ಮೂಲಕ ರೈಟರ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. While Amasa has raw anger and symbolic resilience, Kuriaya represents broken acceptance. So he accepted everything, but Amasa is very much spirited. So ಅವನು ಕತ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the writer is showing us his spirit, his resistance, and he danced and he lives his life. But Kuriaya ಒಂದ್ ಮೂಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು he accepted his fate. Kuriaya symbolizes how Dalits are treated as Kuri, rather than individuals with dignity. And even Siddhappa, Devar Baruttalla Siddhappa is a striking figure in the story because he loudly remarked the exploitation marked by poverty and trauma, physical and emotional scars. He is known for his repeated dialogues like laugh, laugh, you have seen that, right, which highlights irony, helplessness and a coping mechanism for pain. His body and mind show the deformities produced by systematic oppression. Okay, so this is all through all these three characters the writer is subtly showing the lower class people, their lives, their culture, their being exploited, the spirits, like that everything is shown. Amasa, Kuriaya and Siddhappa together represent the spectrum of Dalit life. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಧವಾದ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಿದೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಅನ್ಟಚಬಲ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ. ಸೊ we can see the raw suffering of Amasa, submissiveness of Kuriaya and ironic resilience of Siddhappa. They are not individuals here. Okay, ನಾವು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬರೀ Amasa, Kuriaya, Siddhappa ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, but they are symbols of a community's condition in rural Karnataka. In we have experienced that, and under the caste hierarchies ಅವರು ಇಡೀ ಅನ್ಟಚಬಲ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ Amasa. I hope you understood this one, and this is translated from Kannada. Okay, this is originally written in Kannada, translated by A.K. Ramanujan and Manu Shetty. Together they translated this story. I hope you understood, and I will give you a quick revision of this story and the context, analysis. So this is the summary. Amasa by Devanuru Mahadeva is a poignant short story that delves deep into human relationships, societal hierarchies, and try to understand this. Those who don't want this, you can quit the class, but you need to know the analysis of the story, but I have explained it already. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can watch it, continue to watch. The story revolves around Amasa, a young Dalit by whose life is shaped by poverty, marginalization, and the strict social hierarchies of the rural Karnataka. Amasa's very existence intertwined with the Mari temple, a sacred space that becomes both his home and a symbol of the cultural, societal structures surrounding him. From an early age, Amasa is under the care of Kuriyaya and an elderly shepherd andre kuri meisonu, who embodies tradition and the continuity of the rural way of life. Kuriyaya's life is very simple and dictated by routines, herding sheep and serving the temple, yet he also becomes a parental figure for Amasa, guiding him through the complexities of village life. ಸಿ ಅವನು ಆ ಕುರಿನ ಮೇಯಿಸ್ದಿಲ್ದಿರೋಂಥ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಕುರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಎಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನ ಡೈಲಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರುಟೀನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ, ಅವನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಸಾರಿ, think it is visible. As Amasa grows, he is gradually exposed to the wider world of the village. The story vividly portrays his participation in the Mari Habba, means Mari festival, a local festival where he impresses everyone with his skills and energy. His performances are joyful, full of enthusiasm, and for a moment seem to lift him above the social limitations imposed by caste. Andre marginalized, untouchable should stay away ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಅವನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಂಥೂಸಿಯಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಇಂದ ರಾನೆಸ್ ಇಂದ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. The villagers, means he is looking forward for change. The villagers appreciate his talent and dedication. In these moments, Amasa experiences a sense of belonging, recognition, and even pride. Yet Mahadeva subtly exposes the duality of this acceptance. While Amasa is celebrated for his abilities, his success is never entirely free from the social prejudice that shapes the village hierarchy. The admiration he receives is often patronizing, a reflection of the complex interplay between appreciation and exploitation in a caste conscious society. So ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ, ಅಥವಾ ಲೈಕ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹುಡುಗ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಕುರಿ ಮೈಸಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರನೂ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಶೋನ್ ಹಿಯರ್. So the narrative also explores Amasa's inner world. His connection with the temple and Kuriyaya provides him with a sense of stability and identity. He learns the traditions, stories, rhythms of rural life, absorbing the lessons of resilience and survival. Despite the kindness and guidance he receives, like Amasa is acutely aware of his social position, the invisible boundaries that separate him from those considered higher in the caste hierarchy. Mahadeva's writing portrays this awareness not as a singular moment of conflict, but as a persistent, shaping force in Amasa's life, influencing his relationship, aspirations, and sense of self. Through the character of Amasa, the writer Mahadeva critiques the societal structures that claim to offer inclusion but simultaneously reinforces marginalization. ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸರ್ವೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಅವನು ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸಟ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ illustrates how acceptance in a caste based society is often conditional. measured by utility ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಉಪಯೋಗ, performance or entertainment rather than true equality. ಸೊ ಅವರಿಂದ ಏನು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವರನ್ನ ಅಳಿತಾರೆ ವಿನಃ ಅವನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಸಮಾನತೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. Amasa's life, full of small joys, struggles and moments of human connection, becomes a lens through which the reader witnesses the subtle yet powerful impact of social hierarchies on individual identity. The story closes on a reflective note, highlighting Amasa's resilience, his capacity for hope, and the quiet dignity with which he navigates a world struggled by tradition and prejudice. Means he has that hope for a better life. In essence, as a whole, Amasa is a deeply human story that explores the fragility of human relationships, the longing for belonging, the ways in which a society, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವರು ನನ್ನ ಜನ, ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಊರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಬಿಲಾಂಗಿಂಗ್ನೆಸ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊಸೈಟಲ್ ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಕುರಿಯಯ್ಯ. Through Amasa's journey, Mahadeva gives voice to the marginalized, offering readers a narrative that is both socially aware and profoundly empathetic. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊಸೈಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಗೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ನ ಮೂಡಿಸೋದು ಕೂಡ ಇದೊಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ we see Amasa's story. So just you read the story na read ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ you started to feel okay, the writer has given only the festivities or cultural life of a village in India ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಬಟ್ subtle use of metaphors and symbols, so he shows the caste system through those means metaphors, symbols or characters. So we should understand that and we should learn from this lesson anta helta. I hope you understood this one. Thank you so much. I will wind up here.